From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing. Hooker.
Ooh.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it's going to be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really have something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hooker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Let's go, baby.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting
Let's go, defense. Them boys playing ball today.
Down, so they send out Trenton Gill. But back deep for the Giants is Dory Jackson.
Oh, Carrick balling.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
See that?
A dangerous return man showing it here.
All y'all just run to get in line behind the dude. Like, that junk is so stupid.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And their second attempt here, the first drive stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
They would like that. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's going to float this over the middle deep.
Oh, give me a pick animation.
Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. You talk about this Giant defense. They were terrific last week in the Rams.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Hooker. Escaping the pressure right.
Triangle, man, what the?
Taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a safe first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, it's a
come on, man, this game.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Hooker's going to throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Catch the ball.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he finished, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken at around the 40. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Hooker to throw it. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll get it out of couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Here's 3rd and 6. Hooker. Flushed out right.
What are you doing, Dane?
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Man, get the fuck out of my game, bro.
Waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Up the middle with Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
No way this nigga can't outrun Alontae Taylor, bro. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
And I think
this is a situation.
I don't give a damn how much plus speed this nigga got on his secondary. He can't outrun Alante Taylor, bro.
Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Third and 2. Here's Hooker. And this pass broken up. With a contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Gotta punt that.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well.
Gotta punt that, broski.
His way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception,
heck, dog.
But to do the same thing.
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And running with power here. He's still on his feet. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here trying to tie this football game. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's 2nd and 10. Own 6-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the 2nd quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the 1st quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in Florida.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away.
Why is he running up like that?
Here's Jackson. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen.
The Cardinals beat the Bills? What?
Each and every time out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Quick throw by Hooker, complete. They find some open field here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Why they get sucked in like that on that all the time?
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hooker. He lets it go deep for Olave. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Antonio Johnson makes the stop. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out, Saquon Barkley. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 2nd half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Wow. Y'all let that get in? Come on, man.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Throwing Jones.
Bellinger, bro. Dropping everything, dog.
Part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
As defensive
dang.
around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
They'll roll him out right.
You bet it.
Incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the 2nd half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
And he lost the football.
There we go.
The lineman on the other side has got it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Giants have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Dane Belton, turn around. He looking at the ball. Turn around, Dane. Dane, turn around. Nope. Nope. You don't want to turn around.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He
Good stuff, Corbett.
Back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Quick throw completed by Hooker. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine
good play. Good play. Good play.
That they could let a tackler through.
Good play.
But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Let's go, Rook.
This one back to the 37-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Dang, I should have kept him on the route he was on.
The Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over.
Oh, shoot, I'm supposed to be throwing Jalen Hyatt the ball.
20-yard line.
Oh, excuse me.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
Way to hit that boy, Isaiah.
We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
Oh, get it. Get it. Get it.
And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. but an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And
them ones busting, boy. Them ones is busting.
Familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass.
Hale holding on 83. Bag him up.
But you got to do something to make it
Come on,
pass.
big 3rd
That's what
down.
they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Cunningham tosses quickly out wide. So he's stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Cunningham looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second Pirates. Mustang 19, 60 Maverick.
Here's Cunningham.
There you go.
Get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Here's third and quite a ways. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Past the 20. 5. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted.
Sexy Dixie!
It's a pick six. This defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Now Cunningham.
He lets it go deep for a lob.
Triangle, man, dog.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
is going to make it.
Even with such a big lead late,
He missed it. He missed it.
If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go, baby.
The Saints punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
Let's get a win.
With it is Jackson. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you...
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Catches left side.
Oh, what a catch, boy.
Here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now.
Come on, y'all got to move faster. Get out of bounds. Okay.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end. But right now, they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because... who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Out of timeouts. Got to take a shot at some point.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
Let's go now. Forward, 79 Broncos. 19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.
Way to hold on to it, Taylor.
Complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.